Good morning, Braves. This is the Manalapan High School Bravecast, your weekly news program showcasing everything Manalapan High School. And now, here are your news anchors.
Good morning, Manalapan High School. Today is Friday, April 17th. I'm Emily Cook.
And I'm Thomas Fagan. Welcome back to the Bravecast. We would like to start off this broadcast by highlighting the Winter Guard, who got second place in our competition and placed first overall in the moving category.
As a member, I am extremely proud of this team. Braves, the FRHSD THON is Tuesday, April 28th from 6 to 9 p.m. in the cafeteria.
The FRHSD THON combines the efforts of Manalapan, Marlborough, and Freehold Township High School, fundraising for the Embrace Kids Foundation, culminating in a dance marathon full of fun music, games, and stories from the Embrace Kids families.
If you want to participate, you must register ahead of time on the Embrace Kids website. Use the QR code on screen to register.
The Bravethon Club will be hosting a meeting talking about the event and how to register next week. Be sure to see Mr. Hanlon with any questions.
We would also like to announce that our very own script producer, Michael Kurz, was nationally recognized as the Broadcast Production MVP. The award recognizes students behind the scenes who strive for excellence in their broadcast production work.
What an incredible milestone to reach. And now, Braves, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance led by two Bravecast members.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated.
Braves, to keep up with everything Manalapan Bravecast, follow us on our Instagram at Manalapan Bravecast.
And now to our Bravecast produced Battle of the Classes hype reel edited by Addison Brown.
Here at Manalapan. I'm going to be going around asking staff and students about the culture of respect here at Manalapan. Let's hear what they have to say. What are some ways we can maintain and spread the culture of respect here at Manalapan?
Helping out people whenever they need help with work.
Greet my teachers and my classmates and open doors for people.
By holding the doors and being polite.
Just by listening to your teachers and not talking over them.
I think just continue to bring a positive attitude every time you walk into these doors and constantly say hi to your teachers and just be polite and kind to each other.
That's it for today, Braves. This has been Dennis Vella. Now back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Dennis. Our Braves really know how to maintain the culture of respect here at our school. Freehold High School hosts the annual FRHSD Career and Job Fair next Wednesday, April 29th at 6 p.m. Representatives from large corporations, local businesses, law enforcement, armed forces, union, technical schools, as well as Monmouth County Vocational School post-secondary programs will be in attendance. If interested, no registration is needed. Stop by the guidance office with any questions. AP exams begin Monday, May 4th and last until Friday, May 15th. You will soon receive an email from AP Total Registration informing you of your testing room location. Late busing will not be available for afternoon exams. Please speak with your AP teacher or school counselor with any questions or concerns. Also, the third marking period ends today. Make sure you do what you can do these next 2 months to earn the best possible grade this school year. And now, to Aaron Jakorski, who had the chance to visit the Manalapan Police Department and interview important representatives in our community about cyberbullying. Let's check it out.
We'll check our social media each and every day. But what happens when a comment, a post, or a text message crosses the line? Cyberbullying affects nearly 1 in 3 students, and today I will be interviewing some of our teachers and get exclusive interviews with Mr. Curry and the Manalapan Police Juvenile Detective Douglas Zyke to discuss how we can prevent the misissues of social media. Ms. Samuel, what advice do you have for students dealing with this type of issue?
If you see something online, make sure you tell someone that you trust. And also, if you see your friend getting bullied, stand up for them and try to do something about it and just spread kindness and positivity.
So, Mr. Curry, how long have you been the principal of Manalapan High School?
It's been 4 years now.
And through your experience in those 4 years, how many cases of cyberbullying have you had to deal with personally?
Unfortunately, we've had a few, and one is too many.
And through those cases, can you tell us what Manalapan High School does for these types of issues?
Absolutely. Let's first and foremost talk about being proactive and the digital citizenship that we expect of our students here. So it's educating the students on social media, how to use it appropriately, and also the dangers involved if it's not used appropriately. So you know that we have a number of assemblies throughout the school year to talk about these things, just to try and inform our students about social media. And the thing that concerns me about social media is we're giving a very powerful tool to our adolescents that they're not really ready to navigate yet. We know that that's not going away, so we have to be able to face it. And we hope that the kids understand that, give it a 24-hour rule. So if you're emotional about something, think before you type. And when you give it 24 hours, what you type may look a little bit different than what you did in an impulsive, emotional situation. And just for all the students out there, just if you're a part of a group chat and there's something that's inappropriate, remove yourself from the chat. Block yourself from that chat. We want the kids to be part of the solution, not part of the problem, because we don't want them to jeopardize their future because of something that was put out on social media.
So, Detective Zyke here. So, Mr. Zyke, how long have you been doing detective work with juvenile cases?
So I've been doing juvenile cases in the Detective Bureau for about 2 years.
That's awesome. And in your own personal experience, how does the Manalapan Police Department come into play when it comes to these types of cases with cyberbullying?
So typically we either would get a report from the families or directly from the school itself. From there, a patrolman would take the initial report. After the initial report, we would then further into it. Sometimes the school kind of gets ahead of it and they're able to find out the individuals who are doing the bullying, at which point we can have a conversation with them. We also reach out to the victims' parents, go through that. We see how they want to proceed. There's a variety of different ways that you can typically proceed with something of that nature. We can typically let the schools handle it, how they seem fit for the discipline. From there, you could also there is the option for criminal complaints. There is also a thing called a station house adjustment, which is in lieu of complaints. What you would do is the juvenile detective, myself, would come up with some form of community service or something of that nature where you do X amount of hours and you have to complete that, do kind of good for your community, however many hours of community service or whatnot that you do, come through with a fresher mind and realize that, bullying is not the answer. And I think, if people in general were just kinder to each other, we would alleviate a lot of this bullying stuff that's going on, especially with social media nowadays.
Braves, cyberbullying may happen behind a screen, but the impact is very real. So if you or someone you know is experiencing cyberbullying, do not be afraid to ask for help. Ask a counselor, a school teacher, or school administrator, as just a small step that you can take to make the biggest difference. This has been Aaron Chikorski. Now back to you guys in the studio. Just wanted to take a second to thank Detective Zyke, Mr. Curry, Ms. Samuel, and everyone who helped participate in making this segment possible.
Braves, if you're looking for what to do or how to get involved this summer, be sure to check the Student Opportunities list that's available on our Guidance Office webpage, where jobs, internships, student opportunities are listed.
Schedule an appointment or email your school counselor for additional information and details.
Friday, May 1st is National College Decision Day. Be sure to wear your college, trade school, military, or career apparel to school if you'd like to be interviewed by Bravecast.
And if college is not your thing, please contact your school counselor to learn more about programs and opportunities after high school.
And now, behind the school, Brandon Schwinger and Brent Klompus film the weekly Bravecast Sports Report.
Brandon Schwinger, joined by Brent Klompus behind the school. And Brent, we have a stacked sports report this week, so let's get right into it.
Yeah, Brandon, let's start off with baseball, as they had a 17-2 win against RBC. And the thing is, RBC coming into this game, they were number 2. They were red hot. So it was a huge win for the Braves. Now, I want you to tell me some of those key players in that outing.
And Brent, that was Jagger Golden in a complete game, 6 strikeouts. And on top of that, the offense was great. Josh Sosanoff, Robert DiStefano also had 3 RBIs each. And going into the next game, they beat Robbinsville 11-1. And Brent, who's a key player in that game?
I want to talk about Peter Rispoli for a second. So he had 4 strikeouts, 0 earned runs allowed, and had a 1-hitter.
Yeah, Brent, that's a great job by them. Let's go to golf. Reed Serdoff qualified for the Shore Conference Tournament. And Brent, this golf team has turned around this season. They're having a great year. Hopefully more accomplishments come their way.
Yeah, Brandon, great job by this team. Now, I want to talk about girls lacrosse for a little bit. More specifically, Ariel Stein. As through her first 8 games, she's had 42 goals. And now, we know she had 100 goals last season. But as of now, she's probably going to far exceed that. And I just can't wait to see how her and the rest of this team play for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Brent, let's go over to boys lacrosse as they beat Barnegat 9-4. And it was Ryan Sabuck, Eli Greenberg, and Luke Onheimer who each got a pair of goals. And Brent, I talked to Coach Philippone earlier this year, and he never really said that there was a star player on this team. The whole team was going to contribute, and they have done so early on.
Yeah, Brandon, we're really seeing that. Just the amount of players during this game who all had goals, not even just that. There were a few players who had 2, there were a few players who had 1, all the assists too. And not even mentioning all those other guys who are just key contributors. So, great job by this team. Great job by all of our Braves Athletics. And now, we'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
Hey Braves, welcome back to the Manalapan Minute. I'm Shane Columbus and I'm joined by Lila and Olivia. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having us.
So for my first question, flag football is a new sport this season. How has the team chemistry been in trying to learn everyone's game?
Playing a new sport can definitely be challenging, but meeting new teammates from different grades is the fun part about it. Day by day, practice by practice, we are getting closer, and it is definitely showing on the field.
That's really great to hear. So what motivates you each game to keep going forward and learn new things as the season continues?
I'd say the mindset of getting better every game. We learn from what happens and use it to improve the next time. I think we have been doing pretty well so far, and I'm excited to see how the season goes.
That's also really great to hear. Well, thank you for joining me for another live interview.
Thank you for having us.
That's all for today, Braves. It's a C day, so make the most of it. Have an awesome weekend, Braves, and we'll catch you next week on your Manalapan Bravecast.